Crusaders pregame is brought to you by Maxwell, Devonshire Realty, where real estate happens.
And welcome inside another episode of Crusaders pregame. Dave Dawson, Zach Marks, as always. The 12-1 Sherwood Park Crusaders venture off up north, Zach, to go to Fort McMurray for back-to-back games Friday, Saturday night against the 4-7-1 6th place Fort McMurray Oil Barons. The third and fourth meetings already between these two teams coming up this year. What are you expecting on Friday night?
More of the same from what's happened thus far. A tough, rough and tumble type game. A lot of penalty minutes because these are the top two most penalized teams in the league at 437 and 365 respectively. But a building that has been friendly to the Crusaders over going back to last season. They lost only once, and that was in the regular season, including taking all three in Fort McMurray throughout their playoff series. So I'd expect a grittier game that we've seen quite often. Actually, I think most of the teams are figuring out that you got to throw physicality in there to try and get the Crusaders off their game thus far.
I imagine the coaching staff isn't happy with the 437 penalty minutes for a 12-1 team. That is far and away more. I think Drumheller with 291 is third, and then after that, there is quite a gap going down from there. And you have some stats on some of the trends as well over the last four games?
They're averaging over 5.5 penalties a game and over 32.5 penalty minutes per game, which is just outstanding over the last four games. I say outstanding. Ridiculous, more like, is a better way of putting it. Just how a team this good is continuously shooting themselves in the foot, but they continue to fight back. It shows that they have the tenacity to push through it, but at the same time, the coaching staff wants to get that out of their game and quick.
Definitely. I know the coaching staff has likely been probably working on that a lot. And so the two meetings this year was 4-1 on September 21st that you and Brendan Escott did, and then 4-3. The game most recently, you and I, did you and I do that one on Friday? Me and Escott did that on Friday night. 42-17 the shots on goal. Evan Fredette between the pipes was phenomenal with 38 saves. Yeah,
him and Chris Kerr have been extremely valuable for this Fort McMurray team, who I think based on the two matchups we've had against that they visited the Sherwood Park Arena, they're a better team than their record indicates. 17 shots seems like a low amount, but they capitalize on their chances.
Definitely a lot of things they like to clean up for sure. And so Friday night, and we talked about special teams a lot. 6 of the 8 goals were on special teams. 4 of them on the power play, 2 shorthanded against Fort McMurray. I know they likely want to clean that up as well. And on the Oil Barons side, the record is likely better than they have indicated. They've played Spruce Grove quite a few times to start the season, 5-2. Most recently, they did lose that one on Sunday afternoon, on Thanksgiving Sunday. So, Zach, I guess, is there one intangible thing? I know we can talk a lot about Carter Savoy and the start he's at, 19 goals on the year. Is there one intangible thing for your Friday night, something that sticks out?
I'd say the play of the second line. The 3-game homestand they just had, Ty Mueller showed that he can play in this league, and if he's starting to play the way, even half of what he can do, it's going to be scary for the rest of the Alberta Junior Hockey League, as now they've got a top 2 that are going to put pucks in the net quite frequently.
All right, so the Sherwood Park Crusaders 12-1 on the year, venture up to Fort McMurray. They won the season series last year 4-2, as they did the playoff series. Fort Mac took the previous 2 5-1. So things always get exciting when you take that travel up there to Fort Mac. So after this weekend, they won't see each other again until December and on Valentine's Day. So no love lost between these two teams. Be sure to check out the call 7 o'clock on Hockey TV. Taylor Pope, their play-by-play out there, will have that one on Friday and Saturday. On behalf of Zach Marks, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.